All right, let's see what we can see here. So you can see, well, I made the executive decision and I removed both the arms. I'm always so amazed is that turtles are so full, right? Like, where do they live? There's all this, you expect there to be empty space. Like, how does the turtle squeeze itself into this compartment if this compartment is filled with organs? They must have this, like, really, they can't digest or something, right? And they get all their legs and arms and everything in there. So I removed both the arms because I just wanted to see stuff. And the arms were in the way, so I took them off. The patient will not survive. All right, so what are we looking at here? Again, so this here is the liver, okay? The liver, the second largest organ in the body. What's the first largest? That's your skin. Isn't that interesting? The skin's considered an organ. So this is the liver, and one of the first things to go on an animal once it dies is the gallbladder. And so I can see this little spot right here. That's the gallbladder. The gallbladder is actually underneath, but it started to rot the liver right there. And so I can see, or maybe the bile is just coming out, and I can see the gallbladder evidence right there, but it's going to be underneath. We'll get to him in a minute. All right, what else can I see? Well, I got the heart right here. The heart is in this, see, it's in its own membrane. That's the pericardial membrane. And we can rip that open, just because I want to see that heart, right? Let's give me in there. Give me a scalpel here, and I used a nice new scalpel in this dissection because reptile skin is so tough that you really want to have everything nice and sharp, and you're less likely to cut yourself as long as you remember that you're using a sharp implement. It cuts easier and you're less likely to tug. Remember, dissecting really is going slow. All right, so I can see up here in the conus region, these are all those blood vessels. And remember how we talked about that, or we're going to talk about that, the circulatory system. That's really quite different in reptiles than it is in other birds, and mammals. Okay, so we got the different circulatory system, different arteries and veins coming right here. Let's talk about the chambers of the heart. We have two atria, the right and left atrium. And then this large thing here is the ventricle. I can take that ventricle and cut it. Is it two-chambered or is it a single chamber, right? Some reptiles have a four-chambered heart. Most reptiles have a three-chambered heart like the amphibians. Let's see this one. And so what I'm looking for when I cut this way is there an interventricular septum, a wall? And you're like, ugh, what's all that? That's blood. Gross. Okay, but that's what this kind of congealed stuff is. It's preserved blood. But what I want to notice here is that, well, there's no wall right here. So this is just one space. This is just the ventricle. So I have two atria and a ventricle. Let's go anteriorly and let's look at some of the structures up here in the neck. I removed the skin in the neck, and that's all I did, though. I didn't do any other cleaning up. So let's break out the scalpel again, and let's this is what I do when I turn the camera off, is I just kind of say, okay, what are the structures we need to know? I remove blood vessels because we're not doing circulatory. I remove fat and glands because we're not doing endocrine. And who needs to see more fat? And I just try to clean up to find the structures that we need. So what I'm cleaning up here, of course, is this tube. This is the trachea. When I get to mammals, we are going to want to cut open the trachea. We can get into the larynx and we can see the vocal cords, but reptiles, remember, don't have vocal cords. So we have the trachea here. The trachea is going to, of course, take air down to the lungs, so it's going to branch. Oh, there's the branch. Do you see it? I'm going to have to remove some of these blood vessels. Oh, so sad. They're so pretty. All right, let's just cut them out of the way. Ooh, it's black. Yeah, that's the blood. So gross. Preserved blood. Usually that all gets replaced by the latex, but not always. All right, let's see. I'm kind of digging. I don't want to mess things up too bad in there, but I can let go of some of this junk. All right. Blech. Because I'm trying to go also beneath, so the trachea is on top, underneath the trachea, blunt probe. Here we go. A little bit easier than my finger. See this tube underneath? This one right here? There it is. The esophagus. The esophagus. Esophagus is how it's spelled, though. And who's to say how it's pronounced? So the esophagus is going to go from inside the mouth, and we can cut the mouth open in a minute. It's going to pass by the glottis. It's going to go to the esophagus, and this is going to lead us to the stomach, which is underneath the liver somewhere over here. Okay? So there's the esophagus, there's the trachea, and I want to follow the trachea to the bronchi. The bronchi, what's it supposed to go to? The lung. So we should be able to cut a little bit further, some of this membrane, and the lung, oh gosh, the liver's in the way. That's the problem with the turtle. Okay, a little bit of ripping, gentle. Oh, there's the stomach. I feel like I'm helping something be born. No, I'm just pulling things out of the turtle. Again, so you're like, wow, look at all this stuff in the turtle. Okay, the lungs are crazy, right? They are dorsal. Okay, so this is lung material back here. I know, you're like, oh, it's gushy and wet. That's so gross. Well, it's not really. It's preservative and body fluids. Okay, so that's the lung. So the lung, don't mind me, is going to be right against the shell here. So towards the dorsal side of the shell. Oh, and that was nice. I kind of dumped some of that liquid out. Okay, so that's all squishy lung tissue, and we can see the bronchi going right to it. See that? So we're going to have a lung on this side, and we're going to have a lung over on this side. All right, so if I follow that esophagus, right, I'm going to leave the trachea there because I kind of like it. There's a blood vessel. We're not doing circulatory, so away with the blood vessels. One more tube that I can remove. Okay, and see how I can follow the esophagus down and around here. This is the stomach. Oh, and look, it kind of wraps, and I see circulatory coming in there. Oh, and then that's the stomach right there. And yes, it's kind of in the liver, so I can kind of, again, if it was alive or fresh, not preserved, things would squish around a little bit easier. Okay, look at that. Stomach is like here, from my hand, from my finger to my finger. Okay, that's the stomach. After the stomach is going to be the small intestine. The first part of the small intestine, you see there's not a nice clear little line, right? The small intestine, we're going to say, well, maybe I can feel a sphincter right there. So let's say that's all stomach. And the first part of the small intestine, oh, look, it's so cool. Oh, I broke the artery. Right about here, this is the duodenum, same thing. The first part of the small intestine is called the duodenum. And right next to the duodenum, like textbook, this is so beautiful. Okay, give me a pointer. Okay, so here's the duodenum. And then right next to it, pancreas. Oh, so pretty. It's often hard to find the pancreas unless you know exactly where to look for. It's always in the membrane right next to the duodenum because all those pancreatic enzymes are going to be added, boom, right there to the first part of the small intestine for all that digestion. So cool. All right, so let's keep following it, right? All right, follow that intestine. I need to pull the liver out. Look how tight it is in there. Oh, come out. Come here, liver. Oh, okay, don't wreck anything. We're not dissecting another turtle. It's the only turtle we got. All right, because I want to follow the intestine, right? Why'd you pull the liver out? Well, because I needed to release some membranes back there. Hello. Okay. All right, so here's liver. Oh, I kind of ripped the liver. Oh, I gotta look up inside. Remember I talked about? Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Oh, so cool. You see it just where it should be. Can you see that? You're like, no, I really can't. Oh, there it is. There is, right my finger, gallbladder. Kind of green. Gallbladders are always green. That's the bile in it. And that bile kind of stained. So it stained the liver. It stained the small intestine. Oh, darn, I ripped the pancreas. So sad. Patient will not survive. This is why I'm not a vet. People always ask me, why aren't you a vet? Well, have you seen my skills in the operating room? Not very good. All right, there we go. Okay, so it's got bile on the small intestine. The gallbladder is there. We're going to let the liver go. We'll put the liver back. There you go. All right, so ignore the green here. That's just kind of staining. Pancreas. I'm a little sad the pancreas got stained. I could probably see it a little on this side too because the pancreas keeps going. The pancreas is relatively large. All right, so keep following that small intestine. Small intestine, small intestine, small intestine. Okay, it's also really cool. I know you're seeing this. Those are eggs. So cool. All right, we're trying to do one system at a time. So I want to do reproductive in a minute, but there we go. Look at this, so cool. All right, so as we get around here, I know I keep saying that, I'm sorry, but it is really neat. I wish you guys were doing this. There's this large organ right here. You see it? That's the spleen. It's deep, right? So when you're like, where's the spleen? You kind of have to get in there and pull it. You're like, oh, there it is. Duh, right there. That's the spleen. And the spleen is right close to where the small intestine and the large intestine come together, and golly, I can't see it. That's where the cecum is too. Ah, there it is. Okay, so here, so you kind of have to like search around. Okay, so here's the small intestine. This is the last part of the small intestine, and then this is the first part of the large intestine. And see how there's this little bump? Boop. Okay, so there's the small intestine, and there's the large intestine, and that bump. The bump is the cecum. Easy peasy. All right, so then it goes large intestine, and it's going to go large intestine on its way out. So, all right, let's turn. Let's turn and look at it this way. All right, because we got loads, oodles and oodles of eggs, right? So these are presumably unfertilized. These eggs are in an ovary, so it's hard to tell, but they are. And they're like, oh, but there's all different size. It's like cottage cheese. Ooh, I'm never going to look at cottage cheese again. Well, they're all in a membrane. So see how I move one, I move many? They actually are in a structure. They're not free floating around in there. And there's going to be an ovary on each side. It's like the solar system. Oh, look at that. That's neat. Okay, so that's all ovary. We see the mesentery that holds it. And those those eggs are going to travel out of the ovary and down the oviduct, the fallopian tube. Wait a minute, I got my tubes figured out here. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is all oviduct. Oviduct. Okay, urinary bladder a little bit in the way here. All right, so as I go here, okay, I got oviduct here, because there's two of them. And then I gotta go kind of deep. See it, this tube right here? Ah, large intestine. So that's the colon. So see how it's coming straight down here, and it's on its way out. Poop chutes right there. Ovaries are going to go oviduct, and I got this bone here, but they're going to join into that same tube. Eggs are going to come out right there. Now, before the eggs come out, they better be fertilized, so sperms are going to go in there. Reptiles have a penis. Okay, so reproduction is normal, that there's a penis and that the sperm gets injected into and then it swims up the oviduct, fertilizes the egg. Fertilized egg starts developing, gets a shell, and is laid out that cloaca. All right. So that's neat. This is a nice, sometimes the eggs are really large and you're like, how does that even work? Okay, so again, I have more oviduct and ovary. And I think that's everything except the kidney. The kidney is always terrible. I basically have to remove a lot. The kidney is right, see how the oviduct's in the way? And then this is in the way, the turtle way. Okay, I gotta dump out the fluid. Oh, so sorry. Making the video too long. Okay, there's the kidney. I see it. I'm gonna hold it right there. See that? The kidney's always behind a membrane, retroperitoneal. No different in the reptiles. Okay, that's the kidney right there. So I got oviduct, intestine, oviduct. There's going to be a kidney on each side. It's just this side is the easiest to see. I'll turn the light on. Maybe that'll help. That's the kidney right there. Very nice. Okay, I think we did everything. Now the male, I have two turtles here, but the other one's a female too. So male anatomy will have to be from a diagram. And I'll take some pictures of this one, and we can have photographs of this turtle, female, that you have from this guide, and then the male will be only from diagram. Okay, thanks.